Once again, it's time for Bible bullshit for beginners. And today I want to talk about everybody's least favorite subject, death. Because see, the thing is, we're all going to die. Sooner or later, given a sufficiently long timeline, every human being dies. Now, the question is, what happens afterward? Well, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Lots of stuff happens after you die. It just doesn't fucking involve you. Now, one of the things that everybody talks about is the afterlife. And I've talked about the afterlife before, but I'm going to talk specifically about death here. And that's that nobody knows what happens after you die. Physically, the body just simply dies. You know, the coroner pronounces you and the undertaker processes you, and that's it. The body is dead. Nobody really knows what happens to the spirit. Now, I personally believe that energy is neither created nor destroyed, according to the law of conservation, and that our energy just goes on to do something else. But this is the thing that really irritates me, that really chaps my hide. And it's this, that when people die, they say, oh, well, God needed another angel. Or they finally got their healing. Or at least they're not suffering. You don't know whether they're suffering or not. And there is no God, so there's no God to want another angel or to need another flower in his garden. That's bullshit. And death is not healing, y'all. Death is death. And according to your Bible, Jesus went around healing people, and he also raised them from the dead. So that is a clear delineation between death and healing. So the thing I want you to get from this is, stop, if you're a Christian, and this is directed at Christians specifically, if you're a Christian, stop saying dumb shit when people die. Don't say it's part of God's plan. Don't say that God needed another flower in his garden. Don't say God needed another angel. Stop with all the bullshit. Just comfort people where they are. Say something nice. Do something nice. Be there for them. That's it. Because honestly, there's not a single person here who knows where a soul goes after they die. And let me say this about that. People will say, what about NDEs, Derek, near-death experiences? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because all NDEs have a predisposition or a cognitive bias. And so it's whatever you were programmed, whatever's programmed into you is what you're going to experience in your near-death experience. But the reality is that nobody has actually physically died and came back. You know, if you're gone a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, there's some process in the body that's still functioning which causes you to resurrect. You didn't come back from the dead. That's bullshit. And that's what I have today. Look forward to your comments, and I will talk to you soon.